All right, we are live.
Alrighty.
Hello, Weekend Dojo, and we are back finally. And tonight, we're just going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to go through ridiculously stupid looking guitars, both hilarious, mind boggling, mind fucking, and just plain out stupid and odd. Got anything else to
Because
add?
why not?
Yeah, because why not? We got nothing else better to do. And I am learning guitar currently, anyways, so might as well learn about the stupid ones also. All right, screen share ready. Let's get this show on the road. I think we got a viewer. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. I'm just watching the chat.
All right, let's see here. Got any guitars of choice you want me to pull up first?
Oh, for sure. Look up the Koopa guitar.
Spell that.
Koopa.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, we got ourselves a winner here.
This has been around for a while, and I don't know where it came from, but it is a functioning guitar. I don't know how you would play it comfortably, and it looks like it's left-handed.
Important question, though. Can you play the Super Mario Bros. Theme on it?
You can play the Super Mario Brothers theme on anything you want.
I feel like it must be played on this specifically, though.
Well, I mean, that's the first thing I would think to play.
Either that or something like dun 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 dun.
Anyway,
All
it is
right.
okay. So just to make a point here, this is very clearly based on a Stratocaster style electronics.
Uh-huh.
It's got a volume knob, two tone knobs, it looks like, a 5-position selector switch, and as you can see, 3 single coil pickups. So it is
Wow.
going to sound very much like a Fender Stratocaster.
And that's good, right?
It's not bad. You can't go wrong with a Strat.
All right. I'm curious if this exists. You know where I'm going.
Of course.
Well, it exists. It's just not how I expected it to exist.
There's probably a PV Rockmaster Transformers guitar.
PV.
That's Peavey. Oh, no,
P.
actually Peavy. Oh, there's their amps. I guess they don't.
I guess not. All right. Got any
Uh,
other ideas?
hold on. Let me think.
Oh yeah, we got to go over some of these. This.
Yeah. See, this has been floating around. Now, to be perfectly honest, this is feasible as long as the strings are at different heights.
Okay.
And as long as you're not, as you can see, you're only expected to fret one neck's worth of them. You're only expected to fret 6 of them. The others probably function as heartstrings.
Right. Question is, how hard is it to play?
I imagine you would use the 6-string neck for single note stuff, and then play large chords on the other 2 harp necks.
Okay. All right. I don't know how. Oh, okay.
Yes, this is the Bigfoot. Again, another Strat clone, but
got any
make.
wise ass words to tear this thing apart?
Well, I can't tell if that smell. I can't tell if that stink is from the guitar or the player. Nah, but in all seriousness, it does look solidly built.
Dang, yeah. I like the sculpting on it, especially the I mean, like you can tell it looked like it was sculpted by someone who has a lot of experience with wood carving.
Oh yeah, a really good luthier will know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Alright.
cheap.
Ooh, I like this.
Your screen's frozen for me.
I'm on a rattlesnake based guitar right now. Is it good? Is it good yet?
I can see it. That's pretty cool. It looks like it's running a jazz-based style pickup.
I see some of the jazz influence on it.
No, well, the Fender Jazz bass is a kind of bass known for its straight pickup instead of a split one.
Okay. Yeah, what I mean is like it looks like it has the kind of basic shape of a guitar you'd see a jazz player playing.
Oh yeah, well, there's no specific kind, but I can see what you're talking about. And bass bodies are often really
Or
cool.
yeah, or early rock and roll influence. Let's see here. What the heck is this thing? Is that is that a Sega Genesis attached as a guitar?
Maybe we should ought not to show someone's face on stream.
Sorry about that. It's just pictures. Is that a Sega Genesis?
Yes, it is.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Well, technically, you can make a guitar out of an electric guitar out of anything as long as it has a neck, frets, pickups, and an input, or sorry, an output jack.
Correct. All right, all right. This is a winner.
Now that looks like Photoshop, dude.
It kind of does, but I don't know. I want to think this is real just because the sheer ridiculousness of it.
If you wanted to see now, let's get into some interesting shaped guitars, because I often like to see these kinds of stuff. Look up Tesco guitars.
All right.
Now, keep in mind Tesco is no, that's Teisco. There you go. Now, keep in mind, Tesco has not been owned by anyone for a while, as far as I'm aware. This is an old Sears and Roebuck brand, and they are known for their uniquely shaped bodies.
Oh yeah, isn't that like this one right here? I was commenting how I liked that. This design.
Oh yeah, well that's one of them. It's one of the early versions of the Tesco Spectrum, called that because of its ridiculously high pickup count.
Mm-hmm. Do we have how many views do we have right now?
Let me check. We have.
I'm on the screen, so I can't see our broadcast.
I guess one other person. It says 2 watching. That could be you though.
That's not me.
Anyway, so now this has a very simple version of a tremolo system, which is the bridge part. That is essentially just you throw tremolo. You can't do dive bombs or cool whammy tricks with that.
Okay.
It's very traditional.
Okay, I got one. I think you know which one I'm gonna put in. You remember that the one that's made of nothing but just planks?
Yeah.
Plank guitar. Let me find it. Colin, where did it go? That one's interesting. Tear this apart, I dare you.
Oh, by the way, we claim no ownership of any of these images.
No, we don't. We're just either critiquing them or laughing at them.
I wouldn't tear this one apart.
Why not?
It's actually a pretty cool looking guitar, if you ask me.
But it doesn't have the sound hole in the center, so will it be any?
No, that's not a sound hole. It's an electric guitar.
Oh. Oh wait, okay, I see it now.
See that? Okay, what you have to look for is something called a pickup. You see that? You see where the strings come out?
Yeah.
You see that black oval thing with the 6 silver pins in it?
Yeah.
That is a pickup. That is the electromagnet that reacts to the vibrations of the metal strings and sends that as an electrical signal to the amplifier.
Okay. I see it. Hilarious looking guitars. I assume we're saving the one we shall not mention yet for the end.
Yeah. We'll save that one. Oh,
Okay.
too late.
What?
Too late.
Well,
there it is.
Should we just cover it now?
Yes. Well, everyone's seen it. Everyone in the guitar community on the internet's seen it already.
Okay. I'll let you do this. Do the honors.
It's a thing. Somewhat. It seems like no matter where you go in life, you can't escape penis jokes, and there is one.
And yet, it's called the Wangster of all things.
Well, of course it is. It's a penis joke. That's the thing.
Exactly.
No. There was no two ways about this. They knew what they were doing.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? This one, okay. This is, I'll go back. This right here. It's like something I'd see at a death metal, someone in a death metal band playing.
That's not a playable guitar.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, that looks like that. Okay, that's just art. I can tell now that it's art because it's there's a plaque next to it and it's made of like iron. I don't think that really counts then. Let's see. Still looks cool. All right. This is ridiculous enough.
What am I? Yep. So, like I said, it's hard to escape. This one's a little on the nose with what it's going for.
Uh-huh. Too disturbing for my taste anyways. Oh, okay. There was no escaping this either.
That looks like someone was doing a Gibson headstock and just decided, you know what, this is going to be Batman's guitar.
I like how they went for the original Batman also. I mean, look at it. That's original Gen 1 comics Batman.
And I'll bet you the body is like a pair of bat wings.
I bet. Too bad there's no full picture, but oh, somebody thinks they're a badass. Look.
Yep, these things are pretty popular right now. It's a.
Did you say it was a political statement?
Well, there is, in some cases it is, yes, but for the most part it's really more of a meme.
Okay. The whole joke of getting away with carrying a gun, so guitar, why not?
Well, it's really just like kind of a because you can sort of thing.
Oh, this is your favorite. I bet this is your favorite.
See, that looks extremely cumbersome and uncomfortable to play.
It's so freaking awesome, though.
But what's the point if you can't play it? I mean, it's a guitar, man.
But you can play the original Guitar Hero.
Believe it or not, I think that would function a lot like a cigar box guitar.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember we talked about this a bit, but picture playing Guitar Hero on an NES, and this is the result.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. I don't think you could program a game to be that sensitive to all those different tonal changes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to summon the devil?
Now that is a funny cigar box bass right there.
I wonder what song it was appropriate to play on this.
It's almost kind of folksy looking, really.
What song do you think is appropriate to play on a Ouija board themed guitar?
Crossroads.
Yep. Isn't that pretty much isn't it appropriate for any guitar though?
Yeah.
Okay, this is.
Oh yeah, this is from Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. There was a scene where Jack Black dreamt that they had actually got the Pick of Destiny. It was making them like rock gods, and this was one of the guitars that was that Jack dreamed of Cage playing. That's Kyle Gass, by the way. He's he's a really fun guitarist. And he has a YouTube channel. We're not sponsored by him. I just like to plug him because he's a cool guy guitaring.
What the heck is this?
It would work.
Looks like a bento box.
Yeah. I think that's the gag.
Okay, I thought I'd be right here.
But it would work too.
Yeah, it's very convenient. I'd love to eat my food out of my guitar. That'd be cool.
I think it's just sculptures.
Oh, but you said it would work, so that's what matters. Any other things I should bring up while I'm going through here, you think of?
I got one.
Okay.
The Ovation Breadwinner.
Hold on a second. What the hell is this? Looks like
some kind of a synth made up science fiction violin.
It looks like somebody got the hold of Scorponok's tail from Bayformers and turned it into a violin.
But Ovation Breadwinner.
Okay. I mean, you got any comments on this? I know it's fictional, but still, it's worth at least mocking.
It honestly looks more like post-modernist art.
Yeah, I like it. Still music-based, so I figured it was worth commenting on.
But yeah, the Ovation Breadwinner.
Ovation Breadwinner guitar. Oh, okay. This looks cool.
It's fucking weird, man. Now, I like Ovation. I've got an Ovation Celebrity Standard. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it looks like a battle axe. I like it.
Personally, I think the Ovation Viper looked cooler.
Stupid looking guitars. Let's see here. Ooh, this one looks interesting.
For when you want to play ska.
Ska? What's ska?
It's a genre of music. You ever hear of the Mighty Boss Tones?
I've not.
Okay, so ska is like a genre of. It sounds a bit like reggae, and that makes sense because it does kind of come out of Jamaica. It's had 3 waves of popularity, but
picture Kid Rock playing this guitar while singing "Cowboy."
I never really liked those over-sculpted guitars, to be honest.
Why not? This looks freaking beautiful.
It doesn't look comfortable to play.
Oh, okay. That's a good critique. Oh, this is interesting. I like that the wood coloring on this.
Oh yeah, one of these super guitars. They're all over the place.
Dang.
They're not cheap. They cost quite a bit.
I bet it's worth. Ooh! I saw a battle axe. I saw a battle axe guitar. Look at and it's
yeah, that's definitely based on Gene Simmons's bass.
Oh wait, that's a Guitar Hero thing. Yeah, that's not a real guitar.
Yeah, Gene Simmons does have an axe bass.
Okay, that's cool. Alright. Ooh, okay. I saw a skeleton-based thing right over here somewhere. Oh, there's a Wangster again. Where? Oh, this is uncomfortable.
Well, seems like Kenny dropped out for a minute. I guess we'll just wait on him. On the sidewalk, rolling down the road. I sure get hungry and I sure do wanna go home. Let me just check something here. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh, let's see. I'm getting a message from him. Okay, it looks like his computer went into sleep mode for some reason. Well, while we wait for him, I guess we'll talk a little bit about electric guitars, and teach you about parts of them, as it can be pretty useful determining what's what. So, for those of you who have never picked up a guitar before, let me give you a quick rundown on the basics. Let me get that back up there. So, let's start. Well, let's start at the most obvious place. This is actually the headstock, and I say that as being most obvious. We're just going to start here and work our way back. The headstock is pretty much just there to hold the tuners. That's pretty much its whole purpose. And the tuners are these things right here. These are actually locking tuners, but we won't worry about that for the moment. We'll get to that again. And
Okay,
this
I'm
is
back in.
essentially how you get your guitar. And I was just showing them what the different parts of a guitar are.
Okay. Do we have any comments?
Nothing yet.
All right.
So, like I was saying, this is called the headstock, and its whole purpose is just to hold the tuners, which are these right here. And their and essentially, you adjust these with these knobs, these pegs here, and that will tighten or loop or slacken the string to adjust the tone. And we'll cover how to tune your guitar later. And these are two guitar string trees, and their whole point is they pull the string kind of taut down behind what is right here called the nut. Now, the nut provides the tension necessary to keep the strings evenly taut across the neck.
Mm-hmm.
This little hole right here allows you access to something inside the neck of the guitar called a truss rod, which is a little threaded piece of steel, so that when the string tension causes your neck to bow this way or flex the other way, you can just take an Allen key and adjust that. These little metal bars are called frets. And what they do is they bend the string back over that when you fret it to create a note. Let's see if I, just for an example, they're mounted on what's called a fretboard, and then this is actually a separate piece. I don't exactly know the reason why they're a separate piece, but there's probably a good reason for it. Probably to preserve the neck for a longer period of time. This is what's called the neck joint, this meeting point where the neck connects to the body. This is a neck plate. That's the whole assembly there is called a neck joint because it joins to the body.
Yeah.
Now that's all pretty much stuff you'll find on any guitar, electric or acoustic. Now, when we're going into more electric stuff here, this is called a pick guard. Again, you'll find these on acoustics too, but with electrics, it kind of holds a different purpose. That pick guard is to actually cover the electronics as well as prevent your fingernail or your pick from getting in there and scratching stuff. These three things right here are called pickups. And like I said before, they are electromagnets that respond to the vibrations of the string that send that as an electrical signal to your amplifier. Now, these are single coils.
Right.
Now, these have existed since the beginning of guitars, electric guitars, I mean. And this one here is called a humbucker. And what that is that's two single coils wired together that create a unique electrical field that cancels out any hum that you would get on regular single coils. And you select, and here's the thing, not all of those pickups are going to be active at the same time. So you switch between them using a little selector switch here. Now we're getting back to something that's on every guitar, a bridge, which is right here.
All right, what was the chords again you were teaching me?
Oh yeah, let me grab a pick here. So, I guess this isn't exactly the right guitar, but okay, first we're going to start with A. Do you remember A?
Yep. Got it.
Now, we're going to work on muting the strings with your hand because this is going to be important for later on. So, what you want to do is let your hand kind of float over the strings, and then when you strum, let them ring out, then bring your hand back to stop it. You have something hard to sit on so that you can get your posture right?
Hold on. Let me, yeah. Give me a second to get some extra. I have a beanbag chair I can put on this chair here and it'll push me up a little higher.
Okay, while we're waiting on that, let's get this down kind of this general direction. See if we can get my guitar in view.
There.
So, let's get... Okay. So, watch my hand here.
Yeah.
I'm getting my hand kind of back here. Now, this is called the bridge. It's where the strings come out. And I kind of have my hand hovering over that. So it's hovering when I strum. And then I just bring my hand back to cover it.
Actually, can we start with one that doesn't require you to hold all of them together? Like maybe I Found a Way by Drake Bell? Because that
I don't know that one.
Well, maybe we can learn it together then. Because I noticed with that one, he doesn't hold them. He's using them all together. You mind? I'll pull it up. And since we don't monetize, the worst we'll get with this video is they'll put ads on it. I found.
Well, we'll do that. What we'll do is we'll focus on that after the stream, just for this. We'll look it up after the stream, just to be safe. But if you want something where, what do you mean plays them all together?
Well, I'd have to play it for just the first bit.
Do you mean like open chords, like?
Yes, this song is open chords.
Oh, we can do that. I know a couple that we can learn. Oh, he's still doing selective strumming on that.
Hold on, that's the rock version. Here's the acoustic.
Yeah, he's still doing selective strumming there.
Oh. Well, I heard a version where it was open strings, and it sounded good. So.
Well, I can show you how to play like an open chord strum thing.
Okay.
Let me get my acoustic real quick. Up. Ooh, that's way out of tune. I haven't picked this up in a bit. Actually, what I can do tonight is show you a technique that you can use that allows you to open strum and play hundreds of songs.
Cool. See, I got the chord nailed.
Okay, so what was that?
I got the chords nailed.
Okay, so now all you have to do is learn to mute the strings with your hand after you strum.
Yeah. I've been practicing.
And you kind of want to think, like, a lot of what your technique in guitar comes from is just visualizing it.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you notice, I'm barely even looking at it. Like, I have a pattern.
Yep, all you got to do is kind of vaguely imagine it in your head. You kind of want to try to sit up straight if you can.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I sometimes mess up though, but I get it.
That'll come with practice. Okay, don't ever be self-conscious about screwing up a chord. Just means you got to go back and try again.
I'd say I think we should choose a song to learn and then stick with it. I want to do I Found a Way by Drake Bell because it's a good one. You agree, or you want to choose something else?
Maybe not a theme song.
All right. How about Devil Went Down to Georgia?
No, that's hard. That's not a beginner song, dude.
Okay, let's do something from Johnny Cash then.
Actually, I've got one that's really easy to learn. It's only 4 chords,
Okay.
and it sounds cool.
What?
It's a Tenacious D song
Okay, play it.
called The History of Tenacious D. Now, I'll play it first, and then we'll go over the chords.
I like it. Let's go with it.
Okay, so let's go over the chords real quick first.
All right.
So what I'm doing is I'm actually playing an open D. Now, what that is I place my fingers on this part right here.
Yeah.
So here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you know how you play the normal D? Or you know how, well, it's not a normal D. The way we played it earlier.
I'm looking at your finger patterns here. All right, like this.
So you know that's how we normally play it. But this time we're going to take our middle finger and we're going to move it all the way up to the E string on the same fret as our index finger, our pointy finger.
So right here?
Yep. And then we're going to take our ring finger, and this is just how I fret it, and we're going to stick it on the string that we're going to stick it where our middle finger was.
Okay, so right here?
Yep. Now strum. Now what we're going to do is, the way I got that original strum is I just put my pinky finger right next to my ring finger. So it's on the same fret, just on the high E string.
All right, so like right here?
So like you know how you would play a G when we were playing it earlier?
So like this, and then move down 1.
That's how it should sound. So watch my pinky here. So you see that high E string right there?
Yeah, I see it.
Kind of like that.
Oh, okay, so I pull my pinky up and down, but I keep it like.
Yep.
So it's like this, but then I occasionally put my pinky up and then down and then up and down.
Yep.
The whole time, right? Those 3 fingers.
Yep, it's just that same spot. Now you want to. Now, are you making sure you're on the same frets?
I'm pretty sure I am. Here, do I look like I am?
Get your hand a little more in view. I can't see it because my part of the screen is. Oh no, you're way too far away. So, let's have a look here. We're gonna count from this string here.
Right.
1, 2, 3 for your pointy finger.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Now on this fret here, we're gonna count from with our ring finger. 1, 2.
1, 2.
And then on the fret we were before, we're gonna put our middle finger on 1.
So right here.
Yep. So your middle and index finger would be on the same fret. And then you've got your ring finger right here. Sorry, not there, right here.
So right
on the first dot.
Do I have it right?
Let's first take a look at what we're doing here. I apologize. So let's imagine a triangle using just these 3 strings. So the 2 corners are here, and 1 corner is here.
Okay.
And that's so you put your fingers.
Where does this finger go?
So let's put our index finger, our pointy finger, on this corner, the corner closest to our face.
So then right
on the right before the first dot on the 2nd fret.
Oh, so the center. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not that fret. Not that fret. Back 1. No. I mean that's a string. Go back 1 fret towards the headstock.
Right here.
No. Go back. So we're going to count frets. 1, 2, yes. There you go. And so that's, yes, that string right there is where your index finger should go.
All right.
And remember, if you want to get better tone, just squinch up on the fret right there.
All right. All right.
So you count 1, 2, 3 from the highest string.
All right. Now what? 1, 2, 3.
And then with your middle finger on the same fret, put it on 1.
All right.
Then with your ring finger, go up to the dotted fret and count 1, 2.
1, 2. I'm confused. Dotted?
The fret with the dot on it.
Right here. So like right here.
Yes. Remember, you're counting up 1, 2. And try to get near the
1, 2.
Yep. Now. Okay. Now it should sound like this. So let's check. You might have to check to see if you're in tune. Let's one string at a time.
All right. Wait. All my fingers are on those, so hold on a second.
That's going to be what you want to fix, is just using the very tips of your fingers and holding your hand in such a position that it keeps...
Any other songs you can do? Because I'm not getting that sound from this.
Well, that's kind of how that's why you have to check your tuning. And this is a basic chord.
I'll get my app out. See your guitar thing.
You know what might be an easier way to do it is like this.
Hold on, I'm trying to get my tuner. What was the name of that app again? Because I got a new phone, so.
Oh, Pitch Lab Pro is what I use.
Pitch Lab open. Okay, I actually still had it on here. That's good. All right. Tune up.
You tune to tune tight. To tune up, you tune tighter.
Yeah. That one's in tune. Tune. It's all in tune now.
Okay, so the D we'll go over real quick. So, index finger right where you normally would put it if we were playing, like we were playing it before.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I got everything back where it needs to be.
Now, try to make sure that your fingers aren't touching any other strings but the ones you want them to touch.
Correct.
And strum, just try to imagine not strumming the big heavy string. There's your D. So it's 4 strums.
Okay.
Then it's a strum on with the pinky on the high string, then a strum off. And what you really want to do is picture hitting the high end of the strings. If you can just, and strum real light. And what I do to help me focus on just like those high strings is instead of going straight across the body, I picture kind of coming in at an angle.
Got anything more easy?
That's a pretty easy. Okay, here's one. One that we don't have to learn any fancy chords. We're going to learn one chord shape, and it'll play all over the neck.
Okay.
So it's called a power chord. And what we'll do is we'll take our index finger.
All right.
And we're going to put it on the low E string on the first fret.
So up here?
Let me see. I can't quite see it. No. First fret.
Oh.
Then we're going to take our ring finger and we're going to put it on the A string on the first dot of the first dotted fret.
So right here or right here?
On the A string, which is the next one up from the E string.
So right here.
Yep. And then you're going to put your pinky right below that. Or right next to that on the D string, which is the next string up.
So right here? Oh, up. Okay, so down here.
So there should be a space between them.
Oh, okay. So like this.
You're gonna have to lean back because my own face cam is blocking your hand. Oh, okay. No. It's like so like this. One. Let's see if I can get my camera down here so y'all can see this better. So first fret, 1. Then we go over here to this dotted one, and we go 2, 3.
Which string is the middle one in?
The D. It's
number top second, top bottom.
Okay, so it's from this big string right here. The D string is the 3rd.
Okay, so then right here.
So okay, look at so my middle finger is not touching anything.
Okay.
So if I were to curl my finger, it would look a little bit like this.
So then like this.
Well, let's get a good look here. So I'm hitting this part right here. Let's angle this string.
Right. I got it.
Then I'm going all the way up to this fret here, and I'm hitting this string.
Correct.
And this string.
So I'm not using my middle finger at all then.
Not at all.
All right. How's this?
Now if this time, imagine strumming away. So let me see your hand real quick so I can make sure. Okay, so slow down. Don't just keep hammering away. So what we're gonna do is play those 3 strings one at a time.
Why is it?
You're using your ring and your pinky finger, right?
Yeah. But
now you can be a little
putting any pressure, and it's not even making a sound.
We'll give it a little more squinch down. Oh, you know what? It might be you might be accidentally muting that string with your other finger.
Well, those are the strings I have to have this down with.
Well, what I mean is like you might be playing this string right, but this finger might be touching this string, which is might accidentally be muting it or something.
How's this?
me see if I can draw a picture. I think I can, actually. So
I love you.
let me get a marker or something here.
How's this? Does this sound right?
I'm going to draw something here that'll help you visualize this a little bit better.
All right. I'm gonna put this down because it's getting late and I shouldn't be playing this late now. Ow.
So let me just draw this out. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna circle there, and we're gonna do there and there. Now this is just a really rough sketch, but this is what a power cord looks like if it were on the neck. Those dots are where you put your fingers.
Could you send those to me in Messenger to practice?
For sure. Now, here's the thing. This one shape, let me put the camera back. This one shape, it's sort of a cheater position because it makes a neutral chord that you can play all over the neck to make all kinds of notes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll send you a picture over Messenger for sure. But to show off what I mean, where did I put my pick? That's the nature of picks. But to just give you an example, see, I'm not changing the shape of my hands. I'm just moving my hand around the neck.
What's the dojo theme?
Nope.
What is it?
He's the angriest.
Oh, that is.
And by the way, if you learn this one chord shape, you can play this too.
Okay, that's what I want to learn.
All right, then we'll make it a dojo project to send sort of our own love letter to the nerd. How about that?
Yes, please. He's the angriest. Oh, I'm gonna pull. Can you play it? I'm going to pull up the lyrics. Game nerd lyrics, and then I'm gonna download this and turn it into a lyrics. You ready?
Okay.
You play the shitty games that sucks.
Okay, so we're gonna have to learn this a little bit better first and
Yeah.
rehearse it for sure. But this is what I mean, but when I say you can play that one chord shape, because this was practically written that way.
When does the lyrics start kicking in?
Oh, so it's. He's gonna take you back to the past. To play the shitty games and suck it. He'd rather have
A
buffalo.
Take it back. You'd rather eat the rotten asshole on the road. He's coming down the beat. Never heard. He's the angry. He's the
Angriest, most pissed off. He's the angriest, most pissed off gaming nerd. He's the angry Atari, Amiga, CDI, ColecoVision, and television, Sega, Neo Geo, TurboGrafx, 16 Odyssey, Video, Commodore, Nintendo. Nerd.
That was the C-Man version.
He's the angry Video game nerd.
Nerd. Is it funny that I remember that exact version you were just singing was from the Seaman episode of all of them I can remember?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, is like, if we're going to learn a theme song, I think we should learn that, because that is actually a great one to start on. I can't believe I didn't think of it earlier. It was the first song I learned
Mm-hmm.
that I consider, like, I don't consider it to be like a test of skill, but it's a great way to learn to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you can learn a power chord, you can play a lot of stuff, a lot of punk. And that's what it's called. It's called a power chord. Anywho, I think we've kept them up long enough, and you look like you're about ready to pass out.
I am. I'm tired.
So I guess we'll call it a night. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're going to learn power chords next time then.
All right. Well, see you later, Weekend Warriors.
And we'll see you next weekend.
All right. And